Hello singers, welcome. Happy Tuesday, ooh, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday. Whenever you're watching it, recording this as we're waiting new lockdown restrictions, I think, so might find yourself watching it every day, bereft of other company. Oh dear, better make it interesting, hadn't I? Have a shake. We've always got the magical Zoom for, I was going to say pretend cups of tea. They're real cups of tea. It's just that the person you're having them with is further away. Nice slow shoulder roll. Just keep on breathing. That's it. Nice and slow. And then just as if you're climbing a tree, but you're a monkey. And you're so good at it. Oh my goodness. Imagine being as good at climbing trees as a monkey. So good. So good. We're going to switch animals completely. We're going to have a nice long slow cat meow. Meow. And again. Meow. One more. Meow. Okay, for our breath exercise this week, we're going to just see how long we can keep like a slithering snake sound for. I'm going to start off with 10. That's quite a lot to start off with. So it's going to go like this. And then breathe. Don't worry if you run out of breath before then. But the aim is to use less breath so that it'll last for longer. Okay. So let's try that. I'm gonna count to 10 with my fingers, and you're gonna along with me, using as little breath as you can. And then just take your time, breathe in, relax. If anything got tense, give it a little jiggle. So we're gonna try for 15 this time. So if you felt like you were getting to the end of your breath that time, you're going to have to try and use less breath. Let's just try that. So just give a really forceful and you'll feel that there's quite a lot of air coming. And again. And then just see how little air you can use while still making that sound. Okay, you don't have to do it for ages and ages. It's just trying to use less air. And I feel like it's not going as far. I don't know if that's one of those sort of weird individual things, but you might feel that too. I feel like it's sort of getting to about here if I'm using very little breath, and it's getting to about here if I'm using lots. So that might be a helpful sort of way to imagine it for you. If that doesn't make any sense to you, then you can gladly ignore me. So just try once more. Just see how little breath you can make the sound with. Okay, and then take your time, breathe. Don't go blue in the face over it. Which is what we're about to. No, we're not. Don't go blue in the face over it. We're just going to try for 15. So it's a slightly longer challenge than the first one we did. So it's a sound. And this is just all about your breathing. It's about feeling control down here and here and keeping a track of what you're doing. So it's a sort of threefold challenge. It's a little bit of this to get us going this week. So I'm going to do 15 on the count, and just keep that going for as long as you can. And if you run out of air, that's okay. Just stop and breathe and relax. Ready? Okay, take a couple of normal breaths. How did that feel? Did some of you get that? Okay, so just before we do the next one, last one, we're just going to give a hoo, and that's just going to help you can't, I'm slightly out of shot there, but it's going to help your belly go hoo, hoo. You'll feel your belly doing it, but really it's your diaphragm muscle here, hoo, hoo. Lots of muscles together, hoo. Okay, like when we're singing Now the Sun is Rising Up, hoo. It's just that same movement. Okay, so It's 20 this time. And it's a massive challenge, so as I say, if your breath isn't lasting that long, don't worry about it. But the aim is to use less breath, okay? Ready? Sound, and I'll be counting to 20. Oh, a big old yawn to yawn and a wriggle. That was great. Lovely. So now we're just going to have a little slide on an NG sound. So if you say the word sing with me, sing, sing. The sound that we're holding on is the NG, and that's made by the back of your tongue lifting up at the back of your tongue at the top of your throat, sorry. Excuse me. And so if you say sing and just let that note carry on, sing, and again. Did you do it without me then? Sing. And we're going to use that NG sound to what's called a siren. So you're just imagining there's a roller coaster. I know, I'm not a fan of roller coasters. You don't have to be on it, you just need to make your voice follow the patterns. Sing. Now I'm going slowly on the downs there because it's too much if it goes too fast. Sing. Breathe when you need to. Sing. If you loop the loops. And some down there, loop the loops. Just do one more, breathing when you need to, just as lightly and slowly as we can. And you're aiming to do that same thing that we were just doing with our breath, to use less breath as you're making this sound. Just as lightly as you can. Lovely. Just have a little shake of your head like that. That jaw loosen. That's it. Oh, it's a great noise, that, isn't it? Okay, we've got other things to do. We'll carry on. I think some of you will have heard this, at least the beginning of this tongue twister. It's Betty Botter bought some butter. It was written in 1899, so it's doing well to get to us, isn't it? So it's Betty Botter bought some butter. Betty Botter bought some butter. So because you're in your own homes, I can encourage you to be as explosive with your B's as possible. Betty Botter bought some butter. And again, Betty Botter bought some butter. But, she said, the butter's bitter. But, she said, the butter's bitter. You really hear how much I'm spitting. Obviously, spitting's got a new angle just now, but as I say, in your own homes, it's still good for you to get your plosive lip consonants going. So it's Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. Yeah, okay, next line. If I put it in my batter, if I put it in my batter, and again, if I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. it will make my batter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Really, really let it go. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said, the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. And again. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said, this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Well, I nearly tripped myself up then. Last line, but a bit of better butter, but a bit of better butter. And again, but a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. That would make my batter better. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. Oh, it's hard work, isn't it? Let's try it from the beginning. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said, this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said, the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. Oof, just give yourself a little squidge of your jaw there. We'll try singing that next week. Thought I'd ease you in. Nice and relaxed jaw if you can. Just see how relaxed it can get. And really just squidge it. You'll find all sorts of strange sore bits. Okay, so since we're on the jaw, I'm just going to shove my thumbs in under there. Can you see that? You'll feel the muscle when you press it. I'm just resting my hands here. I'm not pressing on my head at all. I'm just using it so I can push my thumbs in like that. And you just breathe into it and you'll go, oh my goodness, that's very sore. It's one of the big jaw muscles, one of the end points of it. So just breathe into it. And try and let your neck relax a little. Let the bottom half of your jaw go. See if you can relax your eyelids. Really breathe into it. That's it. Oh, it's quite a big one, that. Just have another little squidge. Let some of that noise out. About time we had another sea shanty. This is Haul the Bowline. I think it's Bowline. It's spelt Bowline, but I'm pretty sure you pronounce it Bowline. Which goes, we'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Try that, and if you want to get your arms pulling on imaginary ropes, you can get going. We'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. And again, we'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Haul on the bowline haul. Haul on the bowline haul. Again. Haul on the bowline haul. We'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Haul on the bowline haul. Great, like lots of sea shanties, it works as a couplet. So that second line's the same every time. Haul on the bowline haul. So let's put a harmony in for that one. We'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Haul on the bowline haul, haul. Haul on the bowline haul. And again. Haul on the bowline haul. So with the run in from the first line, it's we'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Haul on the bowline haul. So if you're singing that harmony which is lower, you're jumping up but not as high as the tune. So to go back to the tune, we'll haul the bowline so early in the morning. Haul. And to go to the harmony, haul on the bowline so early in the morning. Haul. Okay? So, other lines. Haul on the bowline, the ship she's a-rolling. Haul on the bowline, the ship she's a-rolling. Haul on the bowling hall, or haul on the bowling hall. Put those harmonies together in a minute. We've also got haul on the bowling, Kitty is my darling. You can sing whichever darling you'd like for that one. Haul on the bowling, will either break or bend it. Doesn't sound hopeful, does it? Haul on the bowling, another pull together. Haul on the bowling, the skipper, he's a growling. It's got to be growl, hasn't it? Growling. Haul on the bowling, anywhere we're going. So there's some dubious rhymes in there, but that's how it goes. What I'll do is I'll put up each line as we get to it. But every other line is haul on the bowling hall, or haul on the bowling hall, depending which part you'd like. Right, let's do it. We'll haul the bowling so early in the morning. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, the ship she's a rolling. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, Kitty is my darling. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, we'll either break or bend it. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, another pull together. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, the skipper he's a growling. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling, anywhere we're going. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling hall. Haul on the bowling hall. Right, it's been a while since we did a bit of improv, so I thought I would have a drum. I can't remember what the name of this drum is. This is an Indian drum that my best friend brought me back from India years ago, and I can't remember what type of drum. It's a double-sided one. So there's a slightly bigger head on that one and a slightly smaller head, and there's obviously lots of different ways you can play it, but I'm just going to use it. It's got quite a nice bassy tone. I'm just going to use it to give us a steady beat, and I'm just going to sing a very short repetitive tune, which is what I usually do when we're making it up, and you can join in with me, and then I hope that you stray. Holding notes is a great way to start to find some sort of harmony, or doing a bit of sort of echo. So if I went le le le, you could le 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 le. You could come up with a sort of quick round, or you could just play around, because I've got the drum here. If you don't want to do that vocally, you could try some clapping rhythms, stamp your feet, pat your head. Head, shoulders, knees and toes your way through it, or you could do some of that vocal percussion that we've done before, but psh, 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 tick, 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 tick. So it's vocal percussion is just any consonant. Ch, b, t, b. The B's we did for Betty Bott would work well, wouldn't they? B, 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 b. Right, I'm just gonna, like I say, I'll do a short motif, and it'll hopefully give a little bit of space for you to add something. Did you find some nice sounds? I hope you did. I wanted to do this. Sort of high harmony there. I also wanted to go and I wanted to go hey, hook, hey, 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 and I wanted to go ooh. And the thing to notice about all of those little bits that I may have done if I had two voices to sing at the same time, is that they're super simple. So when you're playing with harmonising, you're playing with finding a little bit of something else. Simple is definitely the most satisfying way to do it, I think. So if you want to try some of those sounds I just gave you and rewind and have another go with the drum, then go back and keep playing. Otherwise, we'll carry on. Okay, so last week we had to go at Heart and Soul with your C, A minor, F, G, or if you remember, classic. Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. Heart and soul, I begged to be adored, lost control, and tumbled overboard gladly. That magic night we kissed there in the moon mist. And we're just going to do that section with the words. In fact, let's just do it with the first verse and then everybody knows where we are. Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. And I'm going to jump to the third verse. Now I see what one embrace can do. Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss you stole held all my heart and soul. Yeah, so we'll do the first and the last verse because then you'll get a bit of closure. Let's just do that once more. Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. Now I see what one embrace can do. Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss you stole held all my heart and soul. And for Somewhere Beyond the Sea, just notice where the long held notes are, because that's how we keep in sync, or sort of in sync with the other part. So somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, that go sailing, one more than somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. We're just going to do that verse because it's sort of a complete verse. So I'll start off with Heart and Soul, and then we'll chuck in Somewhere Beyond the Sea over the top of it, and you can sing whatever you like. Heart and soul, I fell in love with you. Heart and soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night. Now I see what one embrace can do. Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss you stole held all my heart and soul. I fell in beyond the sea, somewhere waiting to me, because your lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. It's got me loving you, that little kiss on the sea, somewhere held all my waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. It's got me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Now, I think some of you will know this. It's a Dougie MacLean song. It's not Caledonia. It's This Love Will Carry, and it just feels really pertinent just now. My favourite version of this is a video of him singing it with an orchestra. I can't remember which orchestra. It might be the RSNO. A very good orchestra anyway, and it's really beautiful, and you can hear the audience singing along in the chorus, and I'll send you the link to that. This, I'm afraid, is just me in my living room with my guitar, but that's the way of it these days. Not for always, just for now. I'm going to sing you just the first verse and chorus, I think, for those of you that haven't heard it before, so you've got a bit of context, and then I'll teach it to you. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. Well, there's fear out on the mountain, death out on the plain, heartbreak and heartache in the shadow of the flame. But this love will carry, this love will carry me. There's an acknowledgement of darkness and trouble in the verses, and then this beautiful chorus that just reminds us of this connection that we have right here. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start with the chorus. It's just this love will carry me. And it goes, this love will carry. Let's just do that. This love will carry. This love will carry me. This love will carry me. Let's put those together. This love will carry. This love will carry me. And again. This love will carry. This love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. So we put them both together. That's the whole chorus. It's just that twice. This love will carry. This love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. And again, this love will carry. This love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. Just one more. This love will carry. This love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that makes it a good lullaby, doesn't it, if it sends you yawning halfway through. Let's do the verse quickly before I fall asleep. So it's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. I'll put the words up there for you. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. So that first line just carries on going down. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. And again, it's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Lovely. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. Dark clouds quickly gather. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. Along the way we came. So this is a sort of twiddly line. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. And again, dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. Just notice that twiddle. And dark clouds quickly gather. Just twiddle there, and if you want to twiddle anywhere else, do it. So it's a thin line that leads us. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. And then that's it. You've got the tune for the second half now. There's fear out on the mountain and death out on the plain. There's heartbreak and heartache in the shadow of the flame. There's fear out on the mountain and death out on the plain. There's heartbreak and heartache in the shadow of the flame. Let's have those two lines again. There's fear out on the mountain, death out on the plain. There's heartbreak and heartache, the shadow of the flame. But this love will carry, and that's us into the chorus. But this love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will the best. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. There's fear out on the mountain and death out on the plain. There's heartbreak and heartache in the shadow of the flames. But this love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. And one more verse. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. There's fear out on the mountain and death out on the plain. There's heartbreak and heartache in the shadow. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. So soothing. There's 2 more verses, and what I'll do is I'll save those for next week. Just let that settle in. Just leave you to hum it, and if you want to keep singing it, rewind and enjoy. Alright everyone, have a lovely week, and I will see you next week. Take care.